everybody talks about having a six pack and having a nice waist and getting the summer body and what have you, but I think more important than having a six pack of your body is having a six pack of your mind. Knowing a lot of things is definitely attractive in many ways. But I'm running an experiment. I work out about 60 to 90 minutes a day, whether it be in the gym, cycling, boxing, yoga. I do a lot of different things, um, and I try to match my physical working out with working out that stimulates my mind. So I read a lot. I'll show you my books a little bit later, but um, I'm reading 90 minutes a day on days I also work out. So I'm rotating kind of three genres. Instead of reading one book for a full 30 minutes, I thought I'd switch it up. So I'm rotating between 30 minutes of fitness material, whether it be a magazine or a book. 30 minutes of business material, whether it be copywriting, marketing, and 30 minutes of a biography. This right here is Poor Charlie's Almanac. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's business partner, for those of you who don't know. Um, and in the magazine I read, the fitness magazine, I read a cool article, man. It really had me thinking. It was talking about getting big tasks done. A lot of us we struggle with procrastination, one of the a huge epidemic in the world, and people struggle to approach motivating yourself to get big things done. And I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was just like, seriously, it was actually I was doing a talk, but I was saying, seriously, the only time I focus with, struggle with procrastination is when I didn't want to do anything. And we could talk about procrastination and how to, figure out whether you should be doing it or you shouldn't be doing it and you should be doing something else. And if that's a topic for another day. But this article talked about how to approach, getting things done. Should you start off with the best, the biggest things first, knock that out, and then go from greatest to least importance, or should you go from least importance and build up the momentum? And I can tell you personally, I don't like getting up and hitting the biggest task first, because I just don't have I need to get warmed up. I need to get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I can't just get out of bed and just hit an essay. There's been times where I had to do that in school, night before, a day before a paper was due for sure. But now that I'm not in school, I'm not, I don't have any deadlines of that nature. I like to get up. I get up around 4:30 every morning, and I go to the gym. And the reason why I go to the gym is because, it's like clockwork. I just get up, I go to the gym, I get my workout in, and then after about, being up for 90 minutes to 2 hours, when I come back home and, I take a shower or whatever, now I feel refreshed. Now I feel ready to tackle bigger things. Um, so, but on the other hand, right, what the article is saying is that, it suggests that, like I was saying that, some people like to just start with the biggest things. They feel that if you don't start off with the biggest things and you start off with little tasks, that eventually, you're just gonna keep on pushing the big thing that needs to be done away, because you're never gonna finish all the minute tasks. You're always gonna get bombarded with new ones. But the other argument is if you'll never have enough energy to start with the big one, so you should build momentum. So I think that's a good argument. Me personally, I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think you should necessarily go from small and work your way up to the biggest task, and I don't think you should necessarily start with the biggest task and work your way down. I think for the first couple hours of the day, you start off with little tasks, whether it be working out or reading or going for a walk or making breakfast. Like start off with little task, and then after hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of the morning of doing a little task, then hit your big task. So start off with a little task, then hit your big task. I think that's kind of, and usually with these type of things, whether it's one side versus the other, it's usually a combination of both. A lot of people, whether it's Democrat or Republican, or whatever. Whatever there's kind of two sides to the coin, um, it's usually the answer is probably um, a little bit in the middle. So don't focus on things being too black or white, or look, the answer is probably there's a little truth to both sides. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, what do you think is how do you approach when you have a schedule full of things to do, and you're racing for time, or even just having a lot of things to do in general? How do you approach it? Do you like make a list and rank all the tasks and start from the least important task to gain momentum to the big one, or do you just start from the big one and knock that out first? How do you approach it? Like I said, I like to get a little bit of momentum, but I don't like to do it, the full thing. I think it's definitely something people struggle with. So, what did this article say? I think this article said that those who do the easiest first were about 13% more productive than those who started from the big task to the small task. So, that's what the article says. But everybody's different. So, let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me how you approach it, and subscribe, and shoot me some questions. I'd love to answer some questions. Things that bother you, things that you're curious about, what have you. So, talk to you soon.